بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Exclamation. Yoruba language, we know, for instance, the way in Hausa language, we know the words that we often use. Why you? Let's try as much as possible, even if something happened and we are not happy. Let's exclamate using the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya Allah, Ya subhanallah, Ya Rahman. Let them begin to notice that in us. That even as at distress time, we remember Allah and we call Him alone for assistance. Next slide, please. Now, this one is more for the mothers, but fathers, honestly, you have a significant role to play. We have a number of rhyme. What is the essence of this rhyme? Number one, it smoothens the tongue. Because something up the lisan. If an individual is exposed to a particular language, pronouncing them at the beginning is usually a bit difficult, except if they have repeated exposure to a number of expressions and words in that language. They will now begin to be more comfortable with that language. So, one of the essence of rhyme is that, number one, it's interesting. Children love song. Number two, apart from the fact that they love it and it interests them, number two, we use that as a preparation to smoothen their tongue to the new language we are introducing them to. And of course, it equally facilitates their understanding of the language itself. So we are going to start here. I'm going to read twice. We will now read together twice, inshallah ta'ala. This anashid, I came up with it, and subhanallah, it was from this anashid or this rhyme that my daughter picked her first expression in life. We get there. Ra'si, ayni, uduni, anfi, fanni, yadi, rijli, kulluha, lillah, kulluha, lillah. I say it again. Ra'si, ayni, uduni, anfi, fanni, yadi, rijli, kulluha, lillah, kulluha, lillah, kulluha, lillah. Now, I want you to rhyme it after me, please. Ra'si. Please, I want everybody to touch that part of body. I am touching, please. Ra'si. Aini. Udhuni. Anfi. Fanni. Yadi. Rijli. Kulluha lillah, kulluha lillah, kulluha lillah. Can we have it one more time, please? Ra'si, ayni, udhuni, anfi, fanni, yadi, rijli, kulluha lillah, kulluha lillah, kulluha lillah. I just assume we're in the assembly with the kids. This is what we do virtually every day with them on the assembly. You don't see them jumping. Now it's usage. Let me tell you. Mom, we are in the kitchen in the evening. And the boy maybe is watching TV, cartoon, and what have you in the evening. You just say, Ra'si, Aini. Imagine what is going to come to his mind. You've taken him psychologically back to the assembly of the school. You just come. Me? In fact, just ignore her. Ignore him. You just be doing your own. Right? See, I and see. Imagine, you've actually taken him back psychologically, and the next thing he or she will do is that we just come and join you. When you say kulluha, he will just be jumping for you. La kulluha. At the school Arabic, at home Arabic. How come? How will you not understand? But then the commitment is coming from each and every one of us. Now, before I leave this, Allahu Akbar, the first expression I talked about, that day I was in the sitting room, she was in the bedroom, something now entered her eyes. She was now crying, saying, she was crying, and I was giving thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wow, this is a complete expression, meaning my eyes, because what is this thing like? My head. All of us knows this now. Just put smile in all the parts of the body. That's what it means. And naturally speaking, you do not need to even explain to him and tell him the meaning of those expressions. They know it on their own, just like that. Next slide, please. Yes. This one is a bit lengthy, but very interesting. And it teaches essentially Tawheed. It is not the Tawheed that is teaching that we are concerned about now. No. What we are concerned about is the psychological implication on the language accusation as far as the age of the child is concerned. Period. Allahu Jalla Sha'nuhu له صفات باقية رب السماء والأراضي والمياه الجارية وربك الذي هداك نعمة وعافية يسمع ما تقوله في السر والعلانية ويبصر النملة في عمق الليالي داجية مقتدر ذو رحمة وآخذ بناصية ماذا يقول الجرس يقول يا أولادي هيا إلى الدروس. I say it once again, please. الله جل شأنه له صفات باقية رب السماء والأراضي والمياه الجارية وربك الذي هباك نعمة وعافية يسمع ما تقوله في السر والعلانية ويبصر النملة في عمق الليالي داجية مقتدر بالرحمة وآخذ بناصية ماذا يقول الجرس يقول يا أولادي رندم هيا إلى الدروس. I read it and you read it after me, please. الله جل شأنه الله جل شأنه له صفات باقية رب السماء والأرض والمياه الجارية وربك الذي هباك نعمة وعافية يسمع ما تقوله في السر والعلانية ويبصر النملة في عمق الليالي داجية مقتدر رحمة وآخذ بناصية ماذا يقول الجرس يقول يا أولادي رندم. I cannot see you saying that. Rindam. Muna da garin suna ringin ko? Rindam. Hayya ila durusi. You see, one thing interesting with kids is that no matter how serious that information you want to pass, you have to use their own methodology, which is a play method, for them to appreciate, and with that is now going to be captivating, and of course they will now pick it with love and passion, and that is our target. If you notice, while I was chanting the anashid, I was making certain action. We are not going to tell them the meaning, but the evening night they grow to understand the meaning on their own. On their own. So, next slide, please. This one goes thus. Ya Rabbi, barik li fi umri, waffiqni fi dasi, washrah dawman sadri, wamla qalbi nura, fi dunya bil ilmi, hatta alqa fiha bil hikmati wal hilmi. Very short, concise, precise, but comprehensive. Is a prayer. Ya Rabbi, barik li fi umri, waffiqni fi dasi, washrah dawman sadri, wamla qalbi nura, fi dunya bil ilmi, hatta alqa fiha bil hikmati wal hilmi. It goes thus. Let me tell us the meaning, and thereafter we read it together. Ya Rabbi, oh my Lord, barik li fi umri, bless my life. Waffiqni fi dasi, bless my education. Washrah dawman sadri, purify my heart. Wamla qalbi nura, put your divine light in my heart. Fi dunya bil ilmi, in this world with knowledge. Hatta arqa fiha, so that I live this life bil hikmati, with wisdom, wal hilm, and patience. Imagine this kind of prayer is being done. Patience, hikmah, wisdom, hilm, patience. Imagine a little child that has not gotten anything saying this every day in a play method. وَمَا رَبُّكَ بِظَلَّامٍ لِلْعَبِيدِ. Can we say this together? Ya Rabbi, barik li fi umri, waffiqni fi dasi, washrah dawman sadri, wamla qalbi nura, fi dunya bil ilmi, hatta arqa fiha bil hikmati wal hilmi. Can we say it again? Ya Rabbi, barik li fi umri, waffiqni fi darsi, washrah dawman sadri, wamla qalbi nura, fi dunya bil ilmi, hatta alqa fiha bil hikmati wal hilmi. Ma sha Allah, tabarakallah. Ahsantum. Next slide, please. Yes. This one talks essentially on Tawheed also, and it goes thus. Let's go to that one. No, the previous one. Imagine their mothers, you are in the kitchen or busy reading in the sitting room, and my children are a bit far away from you. And this one is a prayer you are doing for yourself also and for the family, isn't it? You don't say, Ya Rabbi, barik li fi umri, waffiqni. What do you think Ja'far would do? If he's hearing you somewhere around, what would he do? You're already touching him psychologically. Fatima, you're already touching her psychologically. And that is what we want. Before you know it, if he's playing with bicycle in the compound, he'll just come and meet you. And you'll not be chanting a prayer together. Bi-idni subhanahu wa ta'ala. Next slide, please. انظروا إلى الشمس التي جزوتها مستعرة فيها ضياء وبها حرارة منتشرة من ذا الذي كونها في الجو مثل الشرر انظروا إلى الليل فمن أوجد فيه قمرا وزاده بأنجم كالدرر المنتشرة انظروا إلى المرء وقل مشق فيه بصرا ذاك هو الله الذي ويل لمن قد كفر. You see, anything with children, we make it children like. I read it once again. انظروا إلى الشمس التي جزوتها مستعرة فيها ضياء وبها حرارة منتشرة من الذي كونها في الجو مثل الشرر انظروا إلى الليل فمن أوجد فيه قمرا وزاده بأنجم كالدرر المنتشرة انظروا إلى المرء وقل مشق فيه بصرا ذاك هو الله الذي ويل لمن قد كفر. There's a mistake here. This one is qala, but it's rather waqul. Can we now read it together, please? انظروا إلى الشمس التي جزوتها مستعرة فيها ضياء وبها حرارة منتشرة من الذي كونها في جو مثل الشرر انظروا إلى الليل فمن أوجد فيه قمرا وزاده بأنجم كالدرر المنتشرة انظروا إلى المرء وقل من شق فيه بصرا ذاك هو الله الذي ويل لمن قد كفر. Now this seems to be the end of the anashid. One will now ask, Iqra'a, you want me to put all the anashid in my mind just right now? Is that possible? Who's going to answer that question? Have you memorized all the anashid that we just read now? So it's not possible practically. But the good news is that all these anashid that we've mentioned, we have virtually all of them in that drama that I mentioned. Now, that drama with quite a number of our programs of the past where children speaks purely Arabic language in the program. I think about 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 of them. We put them together. 1. 2, we equally have cartoon programs that they watch in the school, particularly those in crèche 1 and 2. They watch cartoon between the period of after lunch, around that 2, after the whole up to 3. They watch it every day. We package them all together with some of our programs, the Quranic graduation that we did some times ago, and I think 2022 end of the year program that we did also. We put all these things together in a flash drive. So the idea is that when you get home and it's available before you leave this premises for 3,500. Now, the idea is that, well, I'm supposed to say this one last, but let me just say it now. The idea is that there is a particular time of the day that we want you to play those things for them on daily basis. However, it's going to be a thing I'm going to say last, because that thing is not the only thing that we expect you to do. But I will say it at the appropriate time, inshallah ta'ala. Next slide, please. Arabic language. There are certain expressions. They are there in that printout that we did. They are very simple. It's just for you to appreciate them. A boy is crying. You want to say, what do you want? Mother to read. Mother to read. What do you want? Hal turidu ta'aman? Do you want food? He's crying. Afwan, 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 afwan. Meaning, sorry. He wants to go to a particular place you do not like. Ya Jafar, la. When you say la, and you are pointing a sign of negation, what will the child do? He will stop. He's doing something, you want him to go ahead. Tafaddal. Little expression. You can take care of that. Leave the door open deliberately and say it to my boy. Ya Ahmad, اغلق الباب. He's already close to the door. Ya Ahmad, اغلق الباب. What will he do? Even with your gesture, he knew that you are actually telling him to close the door. Ya Muhammad, iftah al-bab, meaning open the door. All this little expression, please, you need to create time for it. When? I'm going to say that last. Tell him to give you a spoon. Let him give you a cup. Give me a spoon. Give me a book. All this little expression, it counts